This is Rachel Goklowski with Cooking with Mrs. G, and we're out looking for chaga. We are still in April, and it's too early for morel mushroom season, so the leaves really aren't coming out on the trees yet. Maybe the maples are just bursting a little bit, but the elms are not popping here in this area yet. I'm in central Massachusetts. We are still looking for chaga because, we can see it pretty easily. So here we've got a gray birch. And remember, we look for chaga on gray and white birch. And we have a little pocket of chaga right here on this broken branch. So I'm gonna take out my knife and get a little bit of this. I'm not gonna take it all because I'd like to come back next year. It looks like there was a little knob up here at one point that probably broke off, or maybe another chaga hunter found. Okay, so what I've done here is I pried a little bit of it off with my knife so you can see the different gradients of color. Okay, here's the little chunks that I took off. So it looks like, basically charred burnt wood on the outside. And then as you get in, you got like a rusty orange, and then as you get closer into the heartwood of the tree, you're going to have golden yellow. Now, I don't take the golden yellow. I leave that because it is a living, chaga is living, and it lives for a few years. I want this to continue living. So I'll go down to the orange, but I'll leave the golden yellow. And there's a few reasons why. One of them is that the further you get closer to the tree, the less medicinal value there is in the chaga, because that's newer chaga and it's still growing. Another reason is if you cleared all the chaga out of the tree completely and you took all that golden yellow stuff, it may not keep growing back for you. So I would like to come back, next year and get a little bit more off of this tree. And it's, ethical foraging. You don't want to clear all the chaga out and not let it keep on coming back. Eventually this chaga will kill the tree. Okay, it is a parasitic fungus. So eventually this tree will die. When this tree dies, the chaga itself will die. So the medicinal value will go away when it's dead. You want to make sure that you take your chaga off of a living tree. And I'm very, very picky about my chaga. I don't actually buy any chaga. I only harvest my own when I make my tinctures because of these reasons. I want to make sure that the chaga was harvested off of a living tree, that it was harvested ethically, that it was dried properly. I have a chaga preparation video on my YouTube as well that you can check out. I want to make sure that my chaga is the most medicinally effective as possible, so when I make my tinctures, that they're effective. And that's just, what I do. Anyway, maybe I'll find some more. If I find some more, I'll do a live video broadcast. Anyway, this is Rachel Goklowski from Cooking with Mrs. G. You can find me on Facebook and on YouTube and on Etsy, all under Cooking with Mrs. G. Have a safe and wonderful harvest this spring.